Stochastic terrorism is a concept describing the use of mass media and propaganda to publicly demonize a person or group, which increases the statistical probability of a lone wolf individual being motivated to commit an act of violence against that target. Without a direct explicit call to action, the resulting violence is individually unpredictable but statistically predictable. The term, originally coined by mathematician Gordon Wu in the early 2000s to model terrorism risk, was later popularized in political discourse with a focus on how influential figures might indirectly incite violence while maintaining plausible deniability. Key characteristics: stochastic terrorism is often characterized as a four-stage process, known as the 4Ds. Demonization: a public figure with a large platform targets a person or group, blaming them for real or imagined societal ills. The claims are often false or exaggerated. Dehumanization: through repetition of the hostile rhetoric, the target group loses its personhood in the eyes of the audience, making it easier to justify harm against them. Desensitization: violent language and imagery become a normal part of the discourse. While no direct calls for violence are issued, the suggestion of violence becomes an acceptable, even necessary, response. Denial: when violence occurs, the person who made the inciting statements denies responsibility, pointing to their lack of direct involvement or explicit instructions for the attack. Legal and social implications: First Amendment protection. In the United States, most speech considered stochastic terrorism is protected under the First Amendment because it does not meet the high legal standard for incitement, which requires speech to be intended to and likely to produce imminent lawless action. Plausible deniability: the indirect nature of the language allows the speaker to avoid legal culpability and public scrutiny, as a direct causal link between the rhetoric and a specific act of violence is difficult to prove. Criticism: the concept has faced criticism from some legal scholars and conservative politicians, who argue it is a strategy to censor political speech that critics simply disagree with. Preventative policy: due to the legal difficulties in prosecution, some experts suggest that strategies for addressing the issue resemble public health models, focusing on containing harmful narratives, improving online attribution, and building community resilience.